The new crafted defense season is upon us, so I wanted to showcase the defenses, starting with my favorite, the Hero Hunter. I think this one will be fantastic. I've been using this thrower army in Legends the last couple of weeks. So, whilst you would normally take out the lava launcher, that would be a bit boring for this showcase. I'll actually just take out the Monolith and the Inferno Tower at the top, fly the Dragon Duke across, and then he will land at this side of the base where we can punch in with the wall break, distract the logger, and hopefully then we can push the throwers down the other side of the base. And what you will hopefully see here, I will try and deliberately demonstrate I can just get some of my troops in first. The Hero Hunter going for either the Dragon Duke or the Warden. It looks like the Dragon Duke will go towards it, look, or at least get in range. There we go. So it's like a little headhunter sitting on top, and it will slow the heroes down and just pick them off. Did you see how fast the Dragon Duke went down there? And it will bypass, look, if I put a totem here, it will ignore the totem, or it'll go for it at first, as soon as there's a hero within range. Let's overgrowth this side of the base to try and force the Warden in range of it. I'll use another totem as we get close so you can see this. So the totem won't distract it once the hero's in range. Look at that. It's just picking off my Warden. And I froze it because you have to use a freeze, but essentially it is going to annihilate heroes as they move through the base. If you're not careful, because you can't use a totem, you can't use a skeleton spell. You have to freeze it or use an invis to keep your heroes alive. Now, I'm not too sure that I can actually get the 3-star here. I'll be showing you the other defenses, but let's just see whether I can finish this off just for the fun of it. Because I am going to continue, I think, using this thrower approach. Because once you've got pathing through the base, it is really useful. The Druid is normally for the Archer Queen, but obviously I was trying to showcase the ability. So let's send the Druid, through towards the Grand Warden. And let's take a look at this. Maybe we can wall break to the air defense while the Expo is tanked. Then we can get the Super Barbarians in. Just snipe that off, get in towards the Expo. Come on, that will help us. Beautiful. All right, throwers, I don't know if they're going to do it. So let's just ×4 through this so that I can get to the next defense for you. Because you saw there just how strong this was in hitting the Warden, getting rid of that ability. And arguably that's, well, placing my troops all over the map didn't help. But having to revive the Warden rather than the Dragon Duke was the difference maker on that attack. Now let's show you the Cake-A-Pult. This acts a bit like a mortar, but it deals extra damage after the fact, and it attacks ground and air. All of the defenses attack ground and air, which I think is a good thing. You're not left with a defense that is useless. It doesn't buff air meta or anything like that, which is kind of what's happened with the lava launcher. So I'll use an air attack for this one, and then we'll go to Super Bowlers or something like that. Why don't we try and get the Revenge Tower close to it? Oh, okay, we took out the Cake-A-Pult. Rip. All right, let me start again. So I used the Earthquakes a little bit further that time, so we shouldn't get the... Yeah, we missed... I mean, we didn't get the Multi-Inferno, but yeah, we missed the Cake-A-Pult, and that's what we wanted. Can we send in the Rocket Loons to there? That would be nice. Protect the Duke. Come on, because that would be good if he gets some good value over that side of the base. Maybe he can get the Fire Spitter if we distract you. Funnel here. Beautiful. Then let's funnel on this side again. Okay. Oh, yes. He got the Air Mine farm at the top. All right. So we've got pretty good pathing this time towards the Cake-A-Pult. We don't have a lot of defenses in front of it, so hopefully we can see a nice example for you. So let's just spam everything else right in towards this section. We can freeze here to try and make sure that we've got a good amount of health left over. And yeah. So when we get in range of the Cake-A-Pult, let's go like that to turn the scatter around. It will throw that initial bomb. But then it's the explosion after the fact where it does nigh on 1,000 damage. So it's that extra damage afterwards. I'm going to use the Warden ability. Hopefully you can see. So it's throwing the bomb. That deals nigh on 300 damage. And then after the fact, that is when it deals, like I said, nigh on 1,000 damage afterwards, which is very, very powerful. So as we move towards the back end of the base here, I can try and use the Minion Prince ability. It would be nice. Let's actually try and... Dragon Rider went down. That would have been good to keep that Dragon Rider alive. We can overgrowth just like half of this. I might as well overgrowth it in anticipation. But yeah, I think this defense will be good for if you have like ground troops stuck behind a wall. And like, let's say the throwers, they're stuck behind a wall or there's high HP buildings. That could then deal pretty good damage. Same with the dragons. If they're stuck on a storage and then you have, you know, like that, just dealing damage onto the dragons all of the time, I think it will be pretty powerful. So we can 4x through the rest of this. Now, when I say pretty powerful, I mean hit and miss. It could be pretty powerful, but I think the Hero Hunter is better. But the next one could equally be powerful. And that is the Hot Candle. This one has some special rules, and I'll explain those as I go along through the attack for you. But I do think this one and the previous one, the Cake-A-Pult, are a little bit up and down. The Hero Hunter, I think that will be the best one, but because of the ability to trip people up, let's start the Juke Charge like somewhere else, maybe in towards the Revenge Tower, I guess, just so we can save the Cake-A-Pult. Okay. So let's see which way he goes. Is the fox in range of the cannon? Not yet, so we're fine. We can save an invis. Beautiful. Because I haven't used the Juke Charge in a couple of weeks. I kind of moved away from it because I found it a bit unpredictable as to like where the Juke goes. Sometimes he'll just get drawn halfway across the map because of an archer or something like that. I don't like it as much as when we had the RC dive, so I kind of stopped using it. Okay, let's turn the Hero Hall invisible and try and push him towards the Revenge Tower. Oh, see, this is what I mean. He's gone straight in towards the middle. Get the Revenge Tower, please. That would be nice. It would create a little bit of funneling for us. It'd be really nice to have another invis. But yet now he's going for the Guardian. All right. But anyways, that gives us pretty good value, to be fair. So, how do we do a Super Bowler attack again? Let's get these in. Cut the funnel on this side, yes. Yeah, we'll go the Queen with the Super Bowlers. And there we go. Do we have a Headhunter? Yes, we do. We can use 2 of them there because the Ice Golem beautifully throws that. Break in. And, okay. So the Hot Candle will attack up to 6 targets. And it can attack 1, but you can notice it's attacking up to 6 targets, and it has quite a range on it. But it will do more damage to a single target. So you actually want it to attack 1 target. Now, right now, it's attacking all of my Super Bowlers, look. And it didn't look like it did that much. That's because you don't want it to attack multiple units, as it just did. You want it to attack just like a singular unit. Let's use the Warden ability now, I guess, to try and get the Super Bowlers through. But it has different phases. So you didn't get to see the phases in this attack because I took it down early on. But let me read them for you. It will deal, phase 1 is from 60 seconds after the battle has elapsed to 78 seconds. And during that time, I don't think I need to revive anything here. I think we're good. During that time, it will decrease from attacking up to 6 units to only 4 units. And during phase 3, 95 seconds to 132 seconds, it will reduce down to only 3 targets. But again, because it acts kind of similar to the multi-archer tower, I think it's good. You want it to attack just a singular unit, especially with modifiers. It can deal that burst damage, which is really effective. But again, if you, like, how often is it that you have a singular unit in that area, unless you're doing a queen charge or something like that, in which this candle troop defense is easier to counter? Are we going to fail this one as well? It's going to be a 98%. I should have revived the hero. My king could have took down that area. That's my own fault, but hey, that's what you get when you're commentating or trying to like give you a little bit of a glimpse of things. That's what this channel is about. I broke down the different defenses on my second channel, so I checked that out, but I wanted to show you them in an attack just so you could see them in action as well. Enjoy the rest of your day.